Hi everyone and welcome to Dream Space TV. We're here again in One Microsoft Place in Dublin. In our last episode, we explored our solar system and in particular, we focused on the planet Mars. We then got you to build your very own rover based upon what you had learned about the Perseverance rover. We hope you had lots of fun doing this.
We had so much fun anyway. We definitely did. And we actually took our photo on Mars and everything at the end, remember?
Yes.
So much fun. So what we're going to do in today's episode then is we're going to look at a couple of things, right? The first thing we're going to do is learn how to draw a map to scale. To do that, we're going to have to understand two things within Minecraft itself. We're going to have to understand coordinates and how we give build commands. And the reason we're learning all of that stuff together is we want to actually build our very own island.
So exciting.
So now will be a good time to pause and have a discussion about what you know about an island and even maybe name a couple of islands.
Okay, so what exactly is an island? Well, Amanda, my understanding of an island is that it's just a body of land that's surrounded by water. And I suppose the first island that comes to my mind when I think about this is Ireland, because we're an island. What about you?
Yeah, I always think of like the Caribbean islands. I know that's like a group of islands together. I'd love to be there now. It'd be so nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe like even like Iceland.
Yeah, I think of like the Hawaiian Islands again. Love to be there now. But I suppose we're fortunate because in Minecraft, there actually is in like an ocean biome with its very own islands. So I think what we should do is we should hop into Minecraft now and have a look at that. So the first thing that I need to do is I'm on my home screen here and it says smile for the camera because, you know, we have our cameras from our tools so we can showcase our learning. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to click into play and then I'm going to go to view library. And in here we have our biomes and worlds. And here is where our ocean biome is going to be, okay? So I'm so excited for this one. Here it is, woo! And I'm going to create world.
This should be perfect, isn't it? Because obviously, as we said, islands are surrounded by bodies of water.
Yep.
So this is definitely the best biome that we could find.
Yeah.
And also, I'm so excited because, as Corey knows, I love the aquatic worlds in Minecraft.
Anytime we go into Minecraft, Amanda just goes under the water straight away.
Yeah.
Like straight
I love
away.
swimming.
She loves
I'm
it.
a water baby.
Oh, you would love this. I'm in a boat and everything.
Oh, brilliant.
I know, you land like in a boat. Okay, so here I am in my ocean biome and I can see lots of sea life under the water. It's so cool. And what's amazing is in this ocean biome, you're like in a boat. So if I press W, which is go forward, or obviously if you're on your touch screen, you would like touch your actual up button. I can like go all around this biome, okay? Now, I'm trying to find a place in this kind of world or this biome where there's lots of space because remember we are building an island after all, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but the thing is, Amanda, I can't just go ahead and build my island. We have to plan it, don't we?
Yeah. So I hop up here. We might start kind of thinking about how we're going to do this, and actually, if we're building like land, we might use our graph paper again.
Yes, good idea.
So I'm going to switch my background. Similar to what we did in episode 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've loads of nice squares. So if you have graph paper, this could be useful for you as well. So Corey, what are you thinking about the size of your island?
Size. Okay, so I think I wanted to go out by 100 blocks.
Okay.
So a lot. And then maybe across by 120. So
right. Okay. So this is why we mentioned scale maps at the start of the episode as something we were going to look at. Because if I had to do 100, it could be kind of difficult for me to see, or I might not even have the space, right? So we might need to think about kind of using ratios here. Okay. So if you said, let me just write down what you said there a second ago, first of all. So you want to go out by 100?
100.
Okay. So we'll just do a little arrow here. So we're going to say out by 100 and then across by
120.
120. Okay. Now, for me, to do that, it's a little bit different. But what I like about this is I can divide these numbers by 10 and get a lower number.
Ah.
All right. So how about going out when we draw it?
Okay.
We'll go out by, if I divide 100 divided by 10 is?
10.
Well done. And then we go across, and 120 divided by 10 is obviously 12. Okay, so that means we're looking at ratios here. Okay. So basically, for every single one of these squares, it's actually equal to, in the real Minecraft world, it's equal to 10 blocks.
Okay.
So 1 square is going to be 10 blocks. So our ratio is 10 is to 1.
Amazing. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we draw it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, so we're going to come in here. We'll go green, sure. And we'll get my ruler.
Love this ruler.
I know. It's actually deadly. And we shall get this done. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's much easier. And then across is going to be 12. So we'll go move this. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. And now we just need to finish it off and make our square.
The fact that it's scaled makes it so much easier, doesn't it? Because like imagine Amanda there had to go and do 100 by 120.
Yeah, exactly.
It would take the whole episode.
So once we have this done, we know this is going to be like the land of the island, isn't it? But we need to think about what we're going to put on the island. So we were chatting about this, weren't we?
Yeah, so we read a book, didn't we?
Yes.
Kensuke's Kingdom.
Kensuke's Kingdom by Michael Morpurgo. And in that book, I'm not sure if anyone watching has read the book. We won't give away everything, but just to summarize, basically, there's a character called Michael, and Michael basically gets stranded on this desert island, basically. And on the island then, luckily for Michael, there's another person called Kensuke, and Kensuke kind of takes care of Michael when Michael's on the island. But more specifically to the point, we want to maybe use features from the book to kind of build our island. So we might kind of try and model our island on the island that Kensuke and Michael are on. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
And just to point out to everyone watching, to pupils, to teachers, you could do this with any book. So you could read a book and you could take an extract of a location or a scene in the book, and you could kind of showcase your learning about that in Minecraft if you wanted, kind of like the way we're going to do it. So ours is going to be based on that book anyway. So Corey, what do you remember about the island itself?
Okay, so it had hills on either end.
Okay, so will I draw in? We'll just kind of roughly take up. Remember, this is like the scale.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
hills maybe will be around this much. We'll figure that out as we go. So we'll say this is one hill.
And then obviously do one opposite to it.
Yeah, and it should be, I think they're the same. If I remember right, they're like twins.
Yeah,
So,
twin peaks.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I remember then that the island was actually like surrounded, every shore, it was like beach.
Ah.
So I'll use my little highlighter here to kind of represent the sand colour. So we'll have beach kind of all the way around the outside.
Love it.
I'm just going to obviously do this as a bit of a, you can do a much better job than us. But so we'll just label that. So that's our beach. Okay.
And then also they mentioned that there was a forest.
Okay.
It's like a foresty area.
Forest. So where we put that, up here or down here?
Down
here?
Down here, yeah.
Okay. So we'll say we're going to take up some forest here as well. Okay. Does that look all right?
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Okay, so now would be a good time to pause for you to go and plan your island, and make sure to use your scale map.
Okay, so Amanda, I have found the perfect location to build this island.
Yes.
The only problem is it's in the middle of the ocean, and I'm not quite sure of its location. So I think this is where my coordinates are going to come in.
Yeah, so coordinates are going to be very important for us across the entire episode, actually, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we need to understand, really understand what these are. So I'm going to just go and find, I have like an image here to help us. Okay, so let's have a look at this. And obviously, like anything, when you put this into practice, it'll be much easier. But just stay with me here for a second. So in Minecraft, we use 3 coordinates, basically. And coordinates are just locations or points, okay, on a map or on a graph and things like that. And we use 3. We use X, Y, and Z, okay? So you're going to have, now you might be familiar with X and Y from maths before. So Z might be a new one that we're adding in. All right, so if we look at this image for a second specifically, okay, you can see here that we have, let's start with X. So X is a cross. Cross. Yeah, so X is a cross. And again, you might be familiar with this from maths before when you do an X axis. And if we look here on in our Minecraft world, we can see X is exactly that. It's going across, and it's going from east to west, or west to east, whatever you want to look at it. So you can see in terms of our geographical compass locations, east and west are important for our x-axis, all right? When we think about y, if you think about maths and your graphs, you know that's up and down. So if you think about in a Minecraft world, when you're standing, up is you going up into the sky and down is you digging into the ground. So that's y. And then Z, which is the new one, is kind of like depth. So how far out are you going to go with something? So in this case, you can see for us, again, in terms of our compass, Z would be north and south.
Okay.
All right. So if we look at this image of some land, all right, we can see, well, this is east and west, or west to east.
Yeah.
So going along here is going to be
X.
X, exactly. And when we're going north and south, going along this way is going to be
Z.
Exactly. You said Z, I said Z.
Oh.
Makes no odds. Tomato, tomato.
Sofa couch.
Yeah, yeah. Sofa couch. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if we go back then, Corey, you need to somehow figure out where your coordinates are. So can you have a look at that?
Okay, there's nothing on my screen telling me my coordinates.
All right.
But I know there is a command in Minecraft that I can use to actually display these coordinates, okay? So I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
So, using my / as always to bring up my commands, or my little speech bubble if I'm using a touch screen, I am going to write the following. Game rule, and then I want to say, it gives me loads of options here, okay? So you can kind of go through these and have a look, but what I'm looking for is show coordinates. So it's game rule space, show coordinates, and look, it comes up for me. So I'm gonna just write this in. And the last thing I need to say is true, okay? Because it's given me an option there for true or false, and true just means make it happen, okay? So I'm gonna say true, and then I press enter. There they are.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so my coordinates are, you ready for this?
Yeah, hold on now. So let me just write out. So remember what we're looking at. There's going to be 3 in a line, and they're going to go in the order X, Y, and Z. Okay, or Z. All right, so if we go, I'm going to write X here. I'm going to write Y. I'm going to write Z. So then we have, okay, go first.
Okay, minus 160.
Okay.
62.
62.
And 6010.
Okay, 6010. Perfect. Now, so that's your location right now in your boat.
Right now, in my boat.
Okay. Now, when we're doing our build commands, we basically want to tell the game that we need to extend from where you are out and across. So we want to build this, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, and it's going to be much faster than us actually going around trying to place the blocks. So it's going to be really handy, but we do need to understand how the build command is going to work. And with the build command, you're going to need to use your original location from where you want the build to begin. So that's what Corey just gave me now. And then we want to tell it where we want that to go. So I'm going to just zoom out because we do kind of need to have a quick look here. I never actually wrote my numbers. Look, that's terrible of me. So, so this is meant to represent 100, isn't it? And
yeah.
This is meant to be 120. Okay, right. So with X, X is going to be across. So we need to extend the X number by 120. Okay, so X is now currently 160. So we need to extend that by 120. So basically, we're going to go from minus 160 to minus 280 on X.
Okay.
All right, that's kind of across how much you're going to go.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go from minus 160 to minus 280, and that's going to build on the x-axis.
Very good.
Y.
Keeping it the same.
Yeah, we're not going up or down on this one, so we're not changing that. So that's going to be still 62. Yeah, okay, brilliant. And then if we look back on our map, so we've dealt with that. That's our X. We know Y doesn't matter, but remember the other one was Z, so it's 100. So let's go back down. So we're going to extend this as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
By 100.
By 100.
So, keep our little colour scheme going here. So we're going to go to 6110.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
So you're basically going to be starting there and going to there. But before we do that, Now will be a good time to pause and try the same formula, so extended by the same numbers with the coordinates that you see on the screen. Right, so hopefully you got on okay with them. It's always good to practice these things, isn't it? And you could even try a couple more. And maybe your X and Z or Z figures were different, which is fine, but we're going to use the same ones again. So remember, for X, we were always extending by 120, and for Z, we were extending by 100. So I'm going to apply the same logic to these ones. So that would mean if this was my starting coordinate and we were building, I would go from minus 150 to minus 270. Remember, Y is staying the same. And I'm adding 100 to this one, so it'll be 1750. Okay? And then on 2 here, same thing again. I'm going to extend 43, so it's going to be 163. Y
says the same.
Same, yeah. And then our Z coordinate is going to be by 100 extended, so
430.
Right. Happy with that?
Yeah.
So we go back up, Corey, because we'll stick with the ones you've given me. So these, remember what you told me. In your boat right now, you are here.
Yeah.
I'll say Corey is here. So Corey is here. And you want, oh, sorry, that's a terribly, but anyway. And you want to get out to here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So build to here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, are you happy to go for it?
Yeah, so I'm going to do this using my build commands. Okay, so there's a couple of steps to this. As always, using our commands, /. The first word that I want to write is fill, because this is the area I want to fill, okay? And now I'm going to put in my starting coordinates, which is minus 160, 62,
and 6010, 6010.
Perfect, so that's my starting coordinates. Then I just put a space, and now I put in my end coordinates, or where I want to build to, which is
minus 280 on X. Y is 62, again, because we're not changing that one. And then Z is 6110.
Okay, perfect. Now, once I have my start coordinates and my end coordinates in, and I press space, Minecraft gives me the option of what I want to build with.
Okay.
Woo! So exciting. Okay, so what will we go with?
We might just do, because we're going to add features, we might just do grass.
Okay.
And then we're going to add stuff around as we go.
Perfect. So I've literally just typed in grass. That's it. I'm going to press enter. Here we go. I'm so excited. Okay.
Is it done?
It's done. And wait and hear this. 11,987 blocks filled.
Wow.
Imagine me sitting here building that.
We'd be here for a while.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still in my boat. So I need to get out of my boat and let me go explore this island. Okay, wow. It is absolutely huge. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of a problem here, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of what we planned.
What did we say?
On my own.
Okay. Well, how about, let's have a look here. How about we use our multiplayer function here?
Yes.
I would love to give you a hand with this.
Oh,
I love a bit of teamwork, so I do.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to help you out, because I like the idea of us recreating this island that we talked about in the book.
Okay, a little bit of collaboration.
Exactly. So I'm happy to join you on the island if you have me, and do the beach.
Yes.
And do one of the hills maybe.
Perfect, and I'll do a hill. And I'll do a forest.
Yeah,
the first.
Perfect. So I'm going to get logged in then.
Okay, so while Amanda is getting logged into Minecraft Education Edition there, I'm going to go through multiplayer with you, because there's a couple of things that we have to consider here. And if you can't log into multiplayer, don't worry, it's not necessary. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set Amanda's position before she even gets into my world or my biome, because it is absolutely huge, as we've seen, and Amanda could spawn anywhere and never be able to find her.
And I might not want to find you if I'm under the water, because I love being under the water, as we mentioned.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I spawn her to be on land so she doesn't get distracted, okay? So I'm going to just come over here and I'm going to use my commands for this again. So my /, and all we write is set world spawn, all as one word, and I press enter. And that just means that whoever's going to come into my world now is going to spawn at this position, okay? And now for the fun part. Now,
so just on that one, Corey, actually, if there's a group of pupils doing this together, maybe the teacher or the group, one person can be nominated to do this part.
Yeah, definitely.
The next few parts, and then everyone else just joins, like I'm going to join, is it?
Exactly,
Okay.
and then everyone can just spawn to that position. You can be like, hey, it's all
Yeah.
your classmates. Okay, so now for the fun part. How do we
Yeah.
actually host a world? Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I'm on a laptop, is I'm going to press the ESC button for escape. But if you are on a touchpad, there's a little pause button up at the top that you can just click, and it'll bring you to this screen. Okay, now I can see that there's a little tab over here and it has like 4 faces in it. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and then I press the button to say start hosting. And then I can just press confirm. And that means now I'm hosting a world, and I'm going to get a join code. And Amanda is now going to join my world using that code.
All right, do you have it there?
Have it here.
All right, so I am going to go, I'm on my home screen for Minecraft, so I'm going to go and just click on play. And again, we're used to these screens, but this time, down the bottom, in the middle, I'm going to click join worlds. So Corey can call out her code to me, so I'm going to click on that. So go for it, Corey.
Cake.
Cake, ooh, yum.
Starving. Book and quill.
Book and quill. Up here.
Map.
Map.
Agent.
Agent. Okay, perfect. Cake, book and quill, map, agent, and then I'm going to click confirm.
Yeah.
And then it actually asks me, is this the world you were trying to join? Ocean biome hosted by Corey H. Absolutely, it was the world. So in I go, click confirm. And hopefully I shall be with you shortly.
Yeah, now I'm going to see Amanda J come up here as a kind of person that's going to be in my world. And I can actually change your positions. Here you are. So you can see beside my name there's a crown, obviously. But that just basically, oh, I can see it.
Yes, I'm here.
Basically, that just means that I'm the operator. I can do things in the world like commands. Amanda is just a member of my world, but I also want Amanda to be able to do things like commands and, you know, use different settings. So I'm going to make Amanda an operator as well.
Oh, I'm after flying up here. It is really big, isn't it?
Let's see, where are you?
And Corey, like,
Oh, there you are. Hey.
there seems to be like, it's like there's other bits of land here. What's
Yeah.
that?
Okay, so what happened was in the ocean biome, there actually is already kind of like little mini formations of land there. And my
Okay.
island actually attached onto those. And I actually think it looks rather cool. Where are you? Hey.
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 Okay, so, but the other thing is, Corey, it's raining.
Yeah, okay.
Can we change that? That's going to annoy me.
Yeah, that
We're
would
meant
annoy
to
me
be
too.
like on holidays on this island.
I
We don't want any rain.
know. Okay, so what we can do is use another command. So you can start to see how these commands are coming in really useful, can't
Okay,
you?
do you want to tell me how to do this one? Can
Okay,
I do this?
go on,
Will it
yeah,
work?
okay. Yeah, /.
Okay, so /.
Weather,
Weather, so I'm going to click in here. Weather,
space,
space,
clear,
clear. Oh my God, that's simple. / weather, space,
clear.
clear.
Yeah.
Enter. Oh, it says unknown command. Oh, it says I don't have permission.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
I gave
That's
you
okay.
permissions.
You go ahead and do it
Okay.
there.
Oh wait, I didn't give you permissions. I must have clicked out of it too soon. Okay, operator. Oh, now I have it as an operator. Try it again.
Try it again?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me remember. I'll see if I can do this without asking you. / Here we go. Weather, space, clear, enter. Changing to clear weather. Come on. Go away, rain.
Woohoo! It's gorgeous
Happy
outside.
days. Yes.
Having-
Look around my lovely island. Well, Ireland.
Our lovely island.
Our island, sorry. Losing the run of myself. Okay. Right. So are we going to go ahead with our plan now? Will I go and start doing the beach?
Yeah,
And the one hill?
one hill,
And you're going to do the other?
forest, and the other hill. Let's
go. Okay, so I have done my hill and I have done my beach. But Corey, as I was going around, I noticed that I thought it was sand, but it's actually snow.
What?
So we somehow have sailed from our like kind of nice sandy ocean biome into more of a like Arctic biome. But anyway, we have to make do with what we got.
And to be honest, that makes sense because remember it was raining when we
Yes.
got in. Should have known.
So when I was building my beach and my hill, I kind of had to get rid of some of that because I was like, no, I don't want to see ice beside my beach.
We're on our holidays.
I know, but luckily in Minecraft you can do that. Yeah. You can replace things with other things, so we're okay. So I'm happy. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, same. I'm really happy with mine. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
like,
it looks great.
Yeah,
the
it
forest
does.
Looks brilliant.
Like the forest looks unreal. Anyway,
just keep patting yourself there. So look, I think what would be nice though is if we're trying to really represent the book that we were talking about, would be that we might add like things around the island to help, because Kensuke helped Michael. So I'm thinking Kensuke probably would leave stuff on this island. If we were to arrive here, we could go and find them. So how about we like hide things at our location? So I'll do one on the beach and I'll do one on my hill.
Yeah.
And then just what I would say is though, what might be very useful is for us to note the coordinates of where we leave the things.
Very good. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that we can do that in Minecraft. So what we're actually going to use is a chest. And we're going to put a number of items in this chest that can help people if they ever get stranded on this island.
Right.
Okay.
Will you show us that? Because I've never done this before.
Oh yeah,
This is a new one for me.
So the first thing that we need to do is go E for our inventory. Yeah. And if you just type in chest there.
Oh yeah.
Just literally take out the one that says chest, not trap chest.
Chest, okay.
Okay, now, the thing about the chest is if I just place this here now, right click to place.
Yeah.
Right click to open, I can put what's in my inventory into the chest, okay? So like, I don't know what use a dandelion would be to someone, or a rose bush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into E for everything, and I'm gonna go and put things in my inventory or in my hot bar that I would want other people to have. So, I don't know, let's have a scroll down.
Well, how about we keep that part secret?
Oh, I like it.
So you just do a quick demo of putting anything in there maybe, and then the rest we'll keep secret.
Okay, so I'm going to
spot what we do.
Open up my chest, and I'm going to just put some things into it. And now whoever finds that chest will have access to those items.
Okay, brilliant. Right, will we go do that then?
Let's go do it. Okay, so I have my coordinates written down, have you?
Yes.
Okay, so I think a good idea here would be, let's go into the inventory and let's take out like a sign or a poster or a blackboard to write those coordinates on, okay? Because think about it, if someone ends up stranded on this island like we did, it would be nice for them to be able to find those items, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think I put kind of useful stuff in, I hope anyway. I'll keep it a secret, but yeah, just in case anyone watching ends up on our one. But yeah. Perfect, good idea.
So I'm going to go with a board just because it's bigger, so I have more space.
Oh yeah, I can see it here as well. And I can see you're writing away here on the board.
On this island, useful items on this island. So can you give me your first coordinates?
Yeah, so my first chest was at -223, 69, 6023.
Okay, and your second set?
Second set was -180. 62, 6112.
Okay, 6112.
Cool.
Okay, brilliant. And mine were at -165. Oh, -165. 63 and 6046. And then my last set was at 208, 65 and 6091.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay. So that's great now. People can go ahead and they can try find those if they land on the island. But I suppose other things we could use as well. Like that was our poster or board. Okay, so we could use like an NPC that we just done in the previous episode. So I suppose we could have like Michael or Kensuke himself.
Yeah, definitely. Or both.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah, and you could represent your story. And it might not be those characters. You might make up the characters of the people you meet on the island, the islanders, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool idea.
You could take out the camera and do a selfie.
Absolutely.
With our NPCs.
Yeah. But that's great. I'm happy with that.
Covered a lot.
Yeah. So let's recap over what we learned in the episode. So in this episode, we started with thinking about islands. What are islands? We then moved on to understand how we could draw a map to scale of our island. We looked at understanding coordinates and build commands. And then we also looked at how we could work as a team to kind of achieve this and get this done. So lots done.
Lots done.
Lots more to do, but that was fantastic.
Now it's time for you to take on the episode challenge and plan, design and build your island to scale using the map that you created earlier on. At the end, when you're finished your island, we want you to tell a story using the book and quill. And your story should start with the sentence, I woke up stranded on a desert island.
Ooh, interesting. I'd love to see the stories that everyone writes.
I know.
I like that. All right, well, join us next time then when we are going to learn all about good trouble. Interesting. Bye.
Bye.